Hello everybody, this is Sonya back again. Now I'm going to do another piece out of this book for the page. I want to do another button. I've been looking around for things like that I can use for the, to put around the outside of the this little button here, this little like a dream catcher thing. Actually, I did make it sort of dream catcher thing there on the green one. There's that one too. Now, you can use wool. This is not very. I keep saying it's not. It's very, very thick. But if you've got only little wool, you can use it. A thin piece of wool. You can use embroidery thread, and I like to use these crochet threads. I was lucky to pick these up really cheap at one time, so I've got a lot of different colours in that. That's doing sitting there. I just wanted to, there's lots of different things like you can use, the floss. You can use that. You don't have to, limited to what you want to use. I don't think that normal sewing thread would be alright because it's just not thick enough. You want something that's reasonably thick. Now, I'm going to make the one that's got the beads around the outside, so I decided I'm going to do it with this bit of apricot, and this is a piece like would be for the lining for something. Like I probably got this pretty cheap because I think people don't line things anymore nowadays, so they got a lot of it in the shops, and it's not very dear. Like in the opportunity shops you can buy it if people have thrown it away if they're not going to use it. So this is going to go basically the same way to start with as the other one did. I don't know whether to use that side as the right side or not. Actually, you know what? I'm going to, because this one here's got a bit of embroidery on it because there was embroidery on the fabric that I used, which was a good idea. But you can put something else different on it. I might make a red one. I might do it with the red. I was thinking that because then it'd have a bit of interest with the swirly bit, and I've got red cotton there, and that I could put that on there, and then use if I've got red beads, it'd be good. And then that's not going to cover up both them holes, is it? Because you can see through this. Well, obviously you can, so maybe that's not going to work for me today. I needed probably something a bit thicker. Okay, so same thing again. We're just going to put a bit of thread around the edge of this thing. I don't need that on there at all because I'm putting beads on this, aren't I? This is the one with beads. Right, so we're just going to we need something on that. We definitely do need a bit of a picture. Let me see, we've got to have something there that I can put on it. What have I got here? Truckloads of things, nothing that I need. Oh, give me you. Sit over there. You sit there. I'll open this other drawer here. I'm going to see if I can find a piece of embroidery that I can actually cover that with. It's going to, it's an old bit. Oh, it's not an old bit, but it's a piece that you could cover your button with that, and then you'd have that on there, wouldn't you? Yeah. What's that? Now that'd be natty, righto. Blue. Not blue. I don't know what else we've got on here, but that. Oh, I like the pink. I'm a really pink fanatic, me, but I think I might go with the blue. I like blues too. I might just get that little blue bit. Okay, because this has got lots of holes. But I like to retrieve these things. I do. I like to collect them and redo things with them. And I can use the lace and some of the embroidery on it. And if I do it, when I say these things like, oh, I can make that. Well, I can make one of them albums one day when I get myself around to it. Okay, so that's going to look awesome, isn't it? Because it's already done for me. That's kind of sort of cheating, but I think it looks good because of I'm reusing it, eh? I'm saving the world from all this waste. All the waste out there. We're saving the earth from the waste. So we need a needle and thread. Bit of sewing in this, but it's not. It's good fun. It's only straight stitches. Anybody can do it. It's not hard. I will actually bring two together and fasten them like that. I say I never do that because it makes your cotton knot up something frightful. Make sure you've got the good side on the outside, okay? Now, I'm going to cut it back a tiny bit, but I don't want to go too far because I need it to, I don't want to get carried away. But I'm going to figure out that I'll need to go out about there on here in this bit. while I'm holding it, I will make a wide circle around the outside here. And I like leftover. I don't like to have anything that hasn't got a bit of leftover edges. You've got to have more. I used to say it's not dough, you can't roll it out and fix it. You have to chop it off, you got nothing. You can't put you can. These days you can put a patch on. Once I didn't like a patch. And you come out through the outside again. And right here, now we're going to put your button in there. We're going to aim this on here so it looks right. So there. So you want the button, look at that. So it's got a bit of embroidery and everything, isn't it? That's cool. Now don't cut your thread, but you can cut some of that off, okay? Just be nice and careful that you don't cut your thread. Do you think I did it? I don't know yet, let's see. But you go around and you get all these bits off there. You want all these pleats and things, because you don't want those pleats on it. That's just not good, you know, having the pleats. Now you're going to need a beading needle because you want to put beads around the outside of this, and I've got to source out some that are the same colour as the flower, I think, is what you need to do. You need to bring in something that's the same. So that's going to be interesting since I've got nothing sorted here for that, because I wasn't thinking about doing that. Now it doesn't matter if it's not in the centre. There's no need for that. You don't need to be in the centre because it's just the way things are. It doesn't need to be the centre. That's all I've got to say. Now I've got to find some beads. Right, just pull that a bit tighter, do a bit more, end off another one. And I need to have a bead needle, which I should have one there, and I need to find some little tiny blue beads. Now we do have a box here, a drawer full of beads, but aren't they little tiny blue ones? Well, this is my luck today. As I'm going, hang on a second, I think I don't fall off the chair because the back's broken off the chair. These are not the same colour blue. Let me just look at all, are they? Won't make it look too funny. No, it won't, because I'm looking. It's all good. Let me see. We'll see first. We'll say it when I say it's all good. Okay, so I've got two bead needles. They're a very fine, thin thing that you'll notice that a bead needle is a very fine, pointy thing. But this has got a fairly good hole in there. Look at that. I don't know if you can see that, but it's got a fairly decent sized hole in there. So something black behind that probably would have worked better to show you. Okay, so somebody told me that one time. When they're working with something black, when they're doing cross stitch, they put something white behind it. Like if there's a white sheet or piece of paper and you're holding it over it, you can see it. Same with if you're working on white, you do the black sheet. Black, you do a white sheet underneath it, and that's the... Well, it would make it easier, wouldn't it, to see? Now I can either do them blue or I can do... So I want to make a knot and come up through the back here on the side here, a bit, right? And will I put gold on it or will I put blue on it? What do you reckon? I could be disappointed using this colour blue, although no, I'll go with the gold ones. I'll put gold ones on there because I've got a bowl here for everything. I've pulled these undone out of something, haven't I? I'll put a gold one on, take a stitch, do a little bit of a back stitch, tiny one, don't go too far, so that it's tight and hanging on there. All these are stuck together. What is that? Wrong thing. Some of them apart. Okay. Now that looks like a bug, right? We could continue on and turn it into a beetle if we wanted to. That sounds like fun, doesn't it? Not today. He's got two eyes. Look at that. Oh, you know what? That thing there'd work as a beetle, wouldn't it? Oh dear. If only I could get all these things out. I've got time. If I could get onto it. When I was sick, I thought, oh, you know what? I feel so much better. Now I'm better. It's just Because when you're sick for a long time, when you get better, gee, it feels good. Oh dear, it feels good. I suppose people would know that. Lots of people out there have had that issue. Now I've gone and sewed myself up here to that other piece of thread. Now, stop talking so much and get stitching, Sonya. So you want tiny little back stitches as you go on there by themselves, which means you go back behind what you just stitched and come through. I'll just show you that in a minute because there's too much talking and not enough doing. And probably all you can see is my hand. Okay. Now, you go back into there, right, you take it back in, and then you just want to pick up another bit of fabric, just tiny bit further away, alright, so you got to, and even if I think that they're too close together, too far apart, I can go along later and put something in between them, okay, like another one. I can go back around and put another bead in between these if I find that it's just too far apart, okay, you can do that. Okay. I think my husband sounds like he's back home. He went out for I hope that's who it is. So I don't think the cat will be playing with the plates. I think, you know, his father, he's shutting the cupboard doors and don't think I've got a burglar. He might be right. He'll leave as soon as he sees me. It's pretty good round here. We don't get burglars. I don't think so. Anyway. Okay, that's playing the fool there, that one, with me. Come on, just go into there. Alright. Cool. Another one. You know, it does take a while to do these things, but if you want to be creative, I suppose that's what you do. You take a while. You can't just do it like kids these days. They just want to do something. You can't do it on a computer or your phone. You know, they don't want to do it, and you know they can do all this sort of thing on there probably, but it's not real, is it? You know, if you want to do make a picture, you can do that on the internet and that, can't you? Do paintings and things, but they're not real, so I don't understand the idea behind that, because my girls don't want to do this sort of thing. Everybody says, oh, you're creative like your mother, and of course no, they don't. Well, they could be, we don't know, you know, they've never really had a go at it. I've seen my mother do it, but I never wanted to do what she wanted to show me. I was very rebellious, taught my own self. I do it myself or I don't. You know what, I'm just like my kids are now, I suppose. When you think about it. Young ones don't want to learn. Some of them do. Some of them are very clever. I've seen a lot of girls on here that are only young and they do some really lovely work. I mean, a girl on here crocheted her wedding dress. My goodness, it's beautiful. Oh, showed it on Facebook. Oh, crikey. More than one actually have done it, and I thought to myself, goodness me, fancy going and doing something like that. Never would have occurred to me to do that sort of thing. Not in the world. I've got a knot, people. Nobody panic. I just got it out. I did. I got it out. Okay, so that one's a bit skew with. There's my button, which I'm not happy about because he's got nothing there now. Right, so we need to put something on him. But there's got to be a little bit of an embellishment of some sort out here in the world that I can put there that would make this cheer up a little bit more. Let me see, what have I got? Okay, so, wrong colour. There's got to be something out here something that you've got laying around that can go on there and just give it a bit of a lift. Don't be throwing things about now, come on. Settle down there. How about a button? I wonder what a little button would look like on there. My colours went a bit skew with. You know that we've got to be ready to do this, make a mistake. you got to be up for it. I don't think the button's going to work that well. I need something with a bit of a gold, bit of something on it. Okay, right. I'll show it to you in a minute because I'm just going to go now. I'm going to come back and I'm going to show you another one, and I'll show you what I find to put on there, save you having to sit there and watch me. Oh no, it's only 14 minutes. We've got plenty of time now. things dangling all over the place. I hope you can still see this. Let me see what we got here. They're little red ones. No, I need something. I'm going to fish into something that I've bought. Get something out of here. I did go shopping. I'm going to show you my haul in a minute. Sorry about the noise. What I got. Until such time, I'm just going to pinch a bit of something off here. I think. Let's see what it looks like in that. I don't know if that's going to work. Okay, Sonia, you're not getting on with this here. You've been fiddling about now. Stop all your fiddling around. Okay. I don't know why I would put that on there if I got that bit on there. But why couldn't you? Okay. I don't know. Okay, that'll look alright. It will. I'm trying to talk you into it, or me into it. I don't know which, but I think that'll look okay. Now I've got a big father knot. Okay, right. Try to stay calm, Sonia. Ooh, it's caught. Right, let me see now. Through there. Come on. I'm going to use the same thread. You know what? I need to bring it up around the side here, so I'm going to sneak it in underneath. And there. And sneak this bit up in under there. Keep underneath. Stay under the piece. If you've got thread the same colour as what you're doing, that's a good thing too. You know what? I'd rather put a bit more embroidery on this than that thing. Than that bit of gold. If I can stick one, no, that won't work. Do me own. Now that, where'd that come from? Do me own. I suppose I could. Sorry. About that choking business. I have to choke anybody. Me worrying about doing embroidery now after I've got halfway through that thing. I've got something on here I can put on it. I just need something flat that will help fill up the space, and you can find your thing and I'll find mine eventually, and I'll come back and I'll show you that because I need to show you this one now. Okay, right. I'm going to crochet again. I'll do the needle, or will I crochet it? I'll crochet around it if I can. Okay, so I want to do this here because it's not as thick, right? So we'll just get this and we're going to crochet around it by picking up a piece of thread through the center here and going around the back. I could do this with a needle and cotton, or I can do it with the crochet. I can do it the same way that I put the work around that other thing, the first one I did, or you could just crochet it like this because this will work, and it'll end up giving you an edge like the button. But I want the edge to go into the center so I can join pieces of string to it, so I can make me dream catcher type sort of thing. And so this is really easy to do. I'm actually doing the two things at once, and you know what? I probably did that on the button. No, I didn't, because it wasn't like this. No, I didn't. This is a different way again, and I'm showing you that I put this on here. Okay. Now if we go all the way around here as fast as we can, take our little hind legs, you just come through the back, take that back and catch that there, okay? This would make a good Christmas thing, I suppose, wouldn't it? Nice little thing to hang up on the tree if you made it into something with a nice, with a few bells on it maybe, I don't know. His ideas are all over the place out there. You know what I read somewhere, or somebody put up on YouTube or something in a book? We all have ideas. We all have new ideas. If you don't use your idea, it's going to float across the way to somebody else. So there you go. Did you know that? No. So this, I'm going to be pushing this into the centre, like so. This is going to go onto so many different things. You know, you could do something else with this too, couldn't you? I got an idea. By jeez, if you don't do it, it's going to float past me. But you know what? I mean, truly, I've got not original ideas, but things are coming to my head, and I thought, I'll have to try and make one of those. Next thing you see on YouTube, somebody else has already done one. You think, well, bless me soul. You know, and true, must be floating ideas, I tell you. I'll have to stop them from floating past me. And this is cool. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I know I'm going to make a dream catcher out of it. So that's all going to be turned into the centre. So I still need to go along a bit further and do a bit more because I want it to be nice, okay? Now, I had 14 minutes and this thing gives me 30. So if I'm sorry if I cut out. I'm terribly sorry. I will be back to finish this, all right? I promise I will put these videos up this afternoon. They only take me a little while. It's just, what do I say? I promise. I shouldn't do that because I don't know if I'm upsetting anybody by not being there, but I should be there to do this. I'll be as soon as I can. I'm sorry. I don't want to let anyone down that's actually doing this with me, because some people have said that they're having a go and doing the stitches and that I made and different things. So that's all going to have to come to the centre. I guess it does. Does it matter if it's not? When I say it doesn't matter, I worry that I might think it does matter. I want all that to the middle, and that's going to go around. Actually, if I push it round, it'll work. Right. So we're not going to end this off. We're going to pull it up. Going to keep some string on here because we're going to need that. I hope you realise that I haven't done this before, this way before. So here I go. I'm learning as I go. Sometimes I'm still learning as I go. So I need a needle that's got a good size hole in it because I want to thread this cotton through there like that. And where do I end off with the crochet? Here. Pull that, and that'll pull up. Right, it won't come unthreaded. Okay, so now all you do is just go across and collect up these bits you've got here with your needle and cotton and make, I think I might have too much sewn on here. I hope not though. So this is my sort of dream catcher thing, which would have looked better if I'd have had a, no, you don't go, you just got to go from one. So I'm up here now. Wait, no, that's my beginning thread. I'll have to cut that back a bit so I won't confuse it. I'm going to have to go up, no, wait a minute, cross here. Cross here is good. Down here. This is not actually a dream catcher. This is just going to be one of those things, okay? This is one of those things. Please don't ask me what that things is. But it's just it's to use techniques for different things, and then if you just think somewhere down the track, oh, I want to make something like that, but I'll do it this way or whatever, and then you've got this thing, and I think I've got enough crossways things. I do. I think that's enough of that, and I'm going to just pick up here and end this off, or not. I could keep it and I could use it as a thing to tie that up with, but that was like the little round one I did, the little yellow round one, only that is not it. But anyway, so they're the three things that we've done today. Colours I've gone way out of my comfort zone, I imagine, but it's all good. I'll be fine. I can handle that. I can just put it together and make something out of it easy when I put it into something else. So this here, I'm going to continue doing something with that in a minute. So I'll talk to you later and I'll show you a little haul that I got and what I've been doing with myself when I can't bring myself in here. Okay, so thanks very much for watching. We'll talk to you later. Bye bye.